all you gotta do is pay attention. Every year, NBA 2K seems to bring back an old feature that was in a 2K from 5, 6, 7 years ago to try to market the game and get the players hype for bringing it back. Now, I blame the community for this as well because, they always asking for stuff from old 2Ks when you really need to be moving forward, looking forward, bro. Leave the old 2Ks in the past. Like, why ask for old generation features on a new gen game, which is going to make it feel like the older games? Why not just be more creative and have some more new gen features in the game that we haven't seen before to give us a new feel? Make it feel like we're playing a completely new, revitalizing, energizing game. Now, I know the rep news might have sounded cool, but the most important thing for rep is the rewards, and the rewards absolutely sucked. And I'm pretty sure everybody can vouch in the comment section that plays 2K and gotten rewards from the will say they sucked. The best thing I was getting was a bunch of terrible animations and some extra luck on the wheel spin, which wasn't even that lucky. I mean, look at the guy right here. He hit for 1,000,000 VC finally, but it's in August 20th. 2K25 is about to come out. It's pointless. But hey, look. The auction house coming back for NBA 2K25, a feature that's been in every my team except for last year because they got a little bit too greedy, and of course 2K was trying to make all of the money off packs they could possibly make. But if enough of y'all stop playing the game mode, they'll listen and bring some things back to get y'all to play the game mode again. It's simple as that. Now, here's another very questionable decision. They're bringing back NBA 2K16, what looks like 17, honestly. Rivet City and My Team. Now, why would you put Rivet City in a My Team game mode for something that park players were playing? You're in luck. I'm going to tell you why. What is another way to get players to come over there and spend money on My Team packs and try to get them to play My Team? Oh, I know. Let's bring back something nostalgic that they liked. Rivet City affiliations, which in my mind, I personally do not care to see any old affiliations in the next gen, new gen game, however you want to call it. Now, I will admit that I did enjoy these affiliations during 2K17 and 16, but we almost 10 years removed from that. We need to move forward. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. And on top of that, if they was really going for the true nostalgic factor, they would have added the Rivet City Steel Factory that we was hooping in. That would have been the most coolest one to add to begin with. Now, the next topic that really bothers me are the player ratings. I feel like the player ratings, they weigh a lot of factors that don't really mean anything to give players a higher rating or a lower rating that they actually should have. And as you can see here, they're trying to tell me, they're trying to convince me and convince you that James Harden is the 58th best player in the NBA. Meaning there are 57 better players than James Harden in the NBA. Practically saying that on most teams, he would not even be the second best player. Now, feel free to let me know if I'm stuck in the past, but I personally think James Harden should be above an 84, at least an 86, upper 80s, on the upper half of 85 at least. Now, if I'm stuck in the past, like I'm saying, feel free to let me know down below. Explain to me. Show me why. You list down 57 players that you think is better than James Harden. And this is no disrespect to any players that they have above him on the list. But I just personally don't think that Rudy Gobert, who has no offensive bag whatsoever, is better than James Harden just because he can play some paint defense. I even had to go check the stats. 17 points a game, 9 assists, almost a double-double. 4th in the league in assists, 84 overall. I mean, he did have to get used to playing with Paul George, Russell Westbrook at times, Kawhi Leonard when he was able to play the game. But I don't know about y'all. I watch basketball. I don't know 57 players hooping like James Harden can actually hoop at his best. So we gonna enjoy these highlights because we watch gameplay over here. We watch hoopers hoop. We know who hoops. We gonna watch these James Harden highlights from last season and understand like, okay, 84 overalls is doing this. Tell me this. If an 84 overall was hooping on you like this in 2K, you would be pissed. I would be tight if an 84 overall was throwing alley-oops and hitting me with step-back threes and dribbling like this and attacking the basket and doing this. Because if this is the standard for an 84 overall player, then what is a 95 going to be like? Offensively, at least. I mean, offensively, he's a dog. He's still James Harden, bro. It's not like he's just not playing. He's hurt every game. He's on the field. He played over 70 games last season. He's still James Harden. He's still showing up. He's still hooping. Look at him.
Harden with the answer.
Now, they clearly didn't put much effort into the rookies. I mean, from Dalton Connect is a 70 all the way down to Johnson, Furphy, and A.J. Johnson is a 69. How is all those players a 70? Did they watch any Dalton Connect film last year? To have him at 70 is crazy. Now, you might feel like 70 is fair or I'm reaching, but look at the second round players at 68 overall. You mean to tell me a first round pick is a 70 and everybody in the second round is 68? This is a top 10 scorer in college basketball, shooting 40% from three. Now, I know I'm a Lakers fan, so you might think I'm biased, but watch the film. Watch the tape. Shooting 40% from three and being able to create off the dribble deserves more. And that's in comparison to the other players around him with that overall. You have all those players grouped together as if you watch zero film on the players or you don't know any of their abilities. But hey, if you don't know, don't worry, then watch basketball, college, NBA, Olympics. I know who hoops, bro. You know what I'm saying? So trust me. Look at this three. Pump fake, corner three is cash. And one of the best things about the highlights is this. He's actually playing against good schools in college basketball. Just peep the bag. The bag is pretty deep. The bag is pretty deep. 3-level score. Attack the paint, got a jumper, and can hit threes. Now, I understand he hasn't played a game in the NBA yet, but if this is your threshold for a rookie, being a 70 overall in comparison to all the other rookies who are at the lowest of 68, the due diligence hasn't been done on the players at all. I mean, Bronny's a 68 overall. He barely played last year. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. What does this mean for our Myplayer overall? Because our Myplayers are not as good as NBA players. And if James Harden is at 84, then our Myplayers might actually be a lot better at lower overalls than they've been in the past 2Ks. Now, we'll give them some credit on the badges. I'm glad that they cleaned up the badges because I was very annoyed with trying to move my attribute points to get specific badges that seem like they should be related. More specifically, I always thought it was really dumb to have a very high three-pointer like a 99-3 or 95-3, a nice mid-range, but then still have to separately go and upgrade your free throw ability. Like, how much sense does that make that you can have a 99-3 and you still need to go upgrade your free throw separately? So I will give credit where credit is due because I'm glad to see 2K continue to tweak and clean up the badge system because that'll work better for everybody as a whole.
Let's say a player wants to recreate moves from their favorite NBA superstar. How does Pro Stick rhythm shooting do that?
Yeah, so Pro Stick rhythm shooting is probably one of my favorite features of the game because it's just a new way to play, a new way to shoot. So in the past, it's always been the same, right? You hold a button down, release it to get your shot off. With Pro Stick rhythm shooting, what you want to do is you want to try to match the rhythm of the player's shot. So you pull the right stick down, and when he gets to his set point, you push the right stick up in rhythm with how he shoots in real life. So if you master rhythm shooting, you can actually be much better than someone who's a traditional regular button shooter.
Now, I do like the idea of Pro Stick rhythm shooting, giving skilled players a way to increase the skill gap, but here's where they went wrong. They went wrong with adding the shot timing profiles. You should not be able to change the settings and make it easier for yourself to hit shots in an online game. I mean, what is low risk reward, normal risk reward, and high risk reward? Why would you be able to say that, hey, okay, maybe you can't time your shot good, so if you put it on low risk reward, if you don't time it right, you can still make it. Now, think about the players with a very high three-pointer that plays on low risk reward. 99 overall, 95 overall three-pointers. That's going to basically take the skill out of the game completely. Even though it shouldn't take much skill to hit those threes, that is a very terrible idea to add to the game. Players that can't shoot or time their shot should be penalized for not being able to time their shot. I mean, with all the new animations and jump shots and custom jump shots you can create, you should be able to create something that works for you. That is the way you change your shot and get better at your shot. Not by changing the setting. You already get legend badges, you already get boosts, and you already get takeover, which goes crazy. Why do you need to be able to change the setting that you can shoot on as well? Like 2K, you got to stop trying to pacify players who are suck or are just not good at the game. It's going to be players that just aren't good at the game who want to play, and they're going to get punished by good players no matter what you do. You can't stop that from happening. That doesn't mean to bail them out or give them extra advantages to keep them in the game, because that takes away the fun and the consistency of the game. Now, time for a big positive. The Pro Play animation expansion, they've added 9,000 new Pro Play animations, including dribble animations, signature shot animations, and even signature motion styles. Now, I think it is very cool and amazing to have all these new animations in the game. But 2K, if you don't update the game and patch the animations that are broken, a majority of the players on NBA 2K are going to use the broken ones, the glitchy ones, and the gameplay is going to get stale because we're going to be getting abused by the same animations when they have 9,000 animations in the game. So as long as you update the game and you keep your eye on some of the animations and maybe tone them down some if they're a little bit too overpowered, we'll be good, because it'll be nice to see different players with different play styles. I think that would be a very big W if y'all can pull that off successfully this year, and that will definitely make NBA 2K25 a better game. Now, I will say it does look good right here. The dribbling looks pretty good, but it's easy to get these shots and make the dribbling look good from these short clips. I'm going to be honest with you. I can easily pull off a couple of moves on 2K24 and make it look almost just as good, if not the exact same, if the animations are in the game. Now, the signature go-to shots, that definitely seems very interesting as well. I would definitely like the ability to have a signature go-to shot that I can easily transition into, like Jason Tatum right here. That is a nice feature I'd like to see and add as well, especially if they update those throughout the season with their Pro Play animations. That'll be actually fire. And the defensive movement, that's what we got to see for ourselves, because we need to be able to cut off some of those animations and get some of those bumps where they lose the ball, because just dribbling back and forth into defenders is not fair to anybody on the game. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, Densky out.